I replied that I would just use it on my own time then.
Bet he hated that.
He hated that.
Did he?
Knowing that this would confuse him, which it did, he responded, "That's even worse."
Well, that's even worse.
You know the drama is never ending. Don't let it get the best of you.
Big
3,
facts.
2, 1.
Happy
and
Wednesday.
Welcome.
Welcome everybody to the girls.
How many
bathroom.
languages can we say welcome in? Welcome.
Willkommen.
Welcome.
Willkommen.
Is that even correct?
That's German. Willkommen.
Bienvenue. Is that
Is it?
Française?
Okay.
Italian, come on. You must have it.
It will be something like.
It'll be something like...
let me look it up. It'll be something like. It will roll off my tongue.
I feel like we used to know it in Polish as well.
Really?
Yeah, because we had a Polish boy at primary school, didn't we?
Yeah.
Bartosz.
Welcome.
And his mum used to bring him into school and she used to teach us Polish a bit, didn't she?
Did she?
Yeah.
I don't remember any Polish. Oh, bienvenuto. Yeah, bienvenuto.
Of course.
Of course, bienvenuto.
We can say it in Australian. Welcome.
Welcome. And New Zealand, welcome. Welcome.
Oh, happy Wednesday,
Woo!
everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. We're very
Yes.
happy to have you here.
Yes.
It is Boy Talk today.
Absolutely. And we've got the Q with the W ready to
I don't
go.
think we need any small talk. Should we just get straight
No,
into it? Because I'm
absolutely.
very
We
excited
can just
about
dive
this
in.
question. I feel like it's going to make us all giggle. We might need that today.
Absolutely.
So our question of the week is, tell us the worst dirty talk you've ever had to endure.
because some men, you know, would
Just don't know what to say.
But also, I feel like they'll really lean into it because they think it's really going to get your juices
it
flowing.
could strike you if you were really underprepared if someone said, "Oh, talk dirty
And
to
I do
me,"
think
and
maybe-
you're like, my mind's gone blank.
Maybe if it's your first few times being intimate and he's
It's a lot of pressure.
and like, you know, with not even, you know, and he's diving straight in with, the gift of the gab,
yip
but
and the yap.
you know, the yapping. And you're just, it's like, we've not even found our feet to see it. Do you know what I mean? So let's
we've
see
got
what these
here-
people have been saying. Then.
Once a boy asked me if I can call him the boss. In the
not to be
bedroom,
said.
the ick factor overwhelmed me.
You know what I've
Bye.
been seeing on TikTok that I actually think is kind of cute? Girls getting their boyfriend's faces on their big toe.
As in nail art?
Yes, nail art. So they've come to their nail girl with like a little printout of their man's face.
That's a very highly trained nail technician.
Yeah, and they like kind of
How are
put
they
it
doing that?
with like hearts around it on the big toe. And I do think it's for the men who are more toe inclined. You know, the toe suckers.
Sorry, are they painting the man's face?
No, it's a little printout.
Oh,
and then they're
right, it's
sticking
making
it on,
sense now.
giving it a little top coat.
Nice.
And it looks good.
Oh yeah, the foot fetish people.
So
It's
if a
going to make them
man
very
I was
happy.
in love with, in love, requested it, I'm not opposed. Are you opposed?
I like my French tip feet the way they are, I think.
Oh, so you wouldn't be proud to walk around with your man's face on your toes?
And I'd rather just have my French
You'd
tip.
rather have your French. I hear you. I support it.
Yeah, maybe in winter when my feet are
Yes.
in trainers all the time.
So you wouldn't
But
want
summer
other
hot, I've got
people-
nice toes. I want a nice
Absolutely.
French tip.
You don't want your wicky feet
I have a
score to
French
go
tip
down.
all year round. I want my wiki feet score to suffer.
Because the other men will be, they'll feel threatened.
They'll be jealous.
Absolutely.
Okay, we've got.
So he wants
Call
to
me
be called the
daddy.
boss.
He was 19.
Oh my God, daddy, stop.
Boyfriend called me bitch, and I just couldn't stop laughing. He was like, "Yeah, you like that bitch?"
It's like, oh no. Oh, yeah,
my
you
God,
dirty
listen
little
to
bitch.
this. My best friend was with a guy in the club. It was all going well until he said, "I wanna munch your fart box."
What do you mean, the fart box? No.
This girl said, "What is it with the whole? This sex is so good, it's gonna get you pregnant." Like,
like that's not sexy to us. We don't want to get pregnant, babes. No, we don't want to get pregnant. So if that's your goal here, stay away.
he put Lionel Richie All Night Long to set the mood.
Oh, all night long.
I mean, I love that song, but it's not really.
Oh,
gonna-
Lionel, it is a classic.
Yeah, I love feeling your nice big legs.
No, okay, that's not the worst, but yes, okay.
I'm going at max speed, baby.
Oh, you have to announce it?
Max Speed, here we go.
Well, we
He
in a
asked
car?
me to be his girlfriend whilst he was inside of me as dirty talk.
Oh no! Talk about romance.
A guy going, tell me. Like,
Tell me what?
Tell you what?
Like, tell me how it's going, baby. How does it
think
feel,
so,
baby?
yeah.
Tell me.
Milk me. Oh my God.
The man wants to be milked.
A guy called me a dirty little slut. I was shocked.
Oh my God. Not the dirty little slut.
Oh my God.
Goodness.
Sorry. Do you want some cream with that?
That's disgusting. No. Don't want your dirty little cream.
You've only had B-Tech dudes.
Hey!
You only had B-Tech dudes and dick until today. I'll get you so wet. You'll be slippery like a seal.
Oh my God.
Seal?
There was a seal in my dream last night. I'm
I
not.
thought you were going to say there was a seal in my apartment last night.
I'm not even joking.
Why
There
were
was a seal.
were you dreaming about being in Oz?
I've been having some vivid dream. No, I
What
wasn't
kind of
in
sleep
Australia.
gummies are you being taking now?
I've not been taking none.
It's causing you to hallucinate.
I've not been taking none. I've just been having vivid dreams. If there was a seal, that's so weird. I can't
What was
remember the
the seal
context.
doing?
We weren't on the beach. I'll tell you that.
Wow.
Yeah. Maybe it was trying to break. It was like trying to break in. I had to like lock the doors or something. But I wasn't in my flat.
Oh, right. Freaky.
Yeah, no, that's so weird. When do we ever think about seals?
We never think about
I
seals.
saw a TikTok of seals last night. That's why.
Set you off.
It was a special seal
You're on your
beach.
phone too late.
Because they can be aggressive, you know. So I think that's what it was.
Yeah, they're not
Because they
necessarily
can,
the friendliest of animals.
They're like hippos, and hippos are
mean.
hippos are mean. You don't want to come across a hippo, and kangaroos are mean.
Oh, they.
Yes,
They
will attack you.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, don't.
Oh, we'll have to
Sophia,
watch out for
do
the kangaroos.
We're not approaching a kangaroo.
Right, what else have we got here? Bad, dirty talk. Being called mummy.
Oh, please. Goodness me. It's like, I'm
me
21.
Call me his spring roll. I'm Asian, but what the fuck?
Oh my God.
Are you ready for the grand finale? I was nowhere near close, and that really ended it for me.
No, please.
Not the worst, but my current boyfriend whispers during sex, and I can never actually hear what he's saying.
Speak up, babes. Ew.
Oh my God. Already had the ick. And we were having sex on my birthday, and he said, "Happy birthday to you."
Like this is my Christmas present.
David can't wait to meet you, referring to his thing.
David.
He calls his thing David.
Brian, that's disgusting. Ew.
He once referred to his sperm as soldiers that would enter my camp. Relationship ended.
That is disgusting.
Are you ready to get
Soldiers.
your back blown out while watching a wildlife documentary? When he spelled orgasm as organism.
Ew, oh gosh. Organism. You ready to
Oh
organism?
no.
Oh.
I'm going to blow.
Please, I feel sick. It's David for me. Are you ready for David? Ew.
I want to penetrate you with intense eye contact.
Too scientific,
This is
David.
hilarious. Oh, this is giving Charlotte from the Traitors.
Oh,
He
yeah.
spoke to me in a Welsh accent.
Oh, yeah, it literally is Charlotte on the Traitors.
And on that note, I think it's probably time that we leave that behind
Oh
us.
my God, I can't get over the
Sorry,
David.
last one. Say my name. His name was Nelson.
Oh, Nelson babes. So are men naming their willies?
Some must be. Well, this
A
guy's
human
calling
name.
his David. Yeah.
It must look like a David then. It's
could
not
be.
particularly attractive, then is it? Unless it looks like David Beckham. There's no other name a good-looking, attractive David.
David Gandy.
David. Oh, yes. Yes.
Yes.
Any other Davids? Oh, God, actually, that is two attractive Davids. My bad, I take it back. David Gandy, he wins the Davids of all Davids.
Okay, well, this leads us on to our first dilemma this week perfectly, because a lady has wrote in asking us, how can I get him to dirty talk more?
Well, if he listens
So in
to
hindsight,
this,
we probably should have asked for the best dirty talk.
Yeah, well, maybe our lady
Than the
here,
worst.
she might like some of the suggestions that have been suggested.
She might.
You know, we
she
don't
might want to be a
judge.
slippery seal.
Yeah, she might enjoy the, let my soldiers enter your camp.
Enter your camp.
So, that might do something for her. So
That might.
He could listen to the first half of the first 5 minutes of this episode and see if he
And get some
gets
inspiration.
tips. If you enjoy what was said, Sarah, obviously.
Hi, girls. Love you and the pod so much. I literally live for each new episode.
Thank you, Sarah.
I am 22 years old and I have recently lost my virginity. I
Lovely.
grew up very religious and was always planning to wait until marriage, until about a year or two when my beliefs started changing.
Ooh.
So my co-worker, Brian, started asking me to get drinks with him.
Oh.
For reference, Brian is 6'5" and very muscular.
That's very tall, isn't it?
That's very tall.
Yeah, very tall. Over 6 foot is like very tall,
Yeah.
isn't it?
At first, we were genuinely just hanging out as friends. But one night when we were both drunk, we started passionately
I thought you were going to say
sorry.
pounding.
passionately making out.
Passion. Yeah, so there's a real chemistry there between you
There's
two.
chemistry. After a few more make-out sessions, I finally went to his house and we did it for the first time.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it, baby. Okay. So we've been drinking, snogging, finally did the deed.
Here's my dilemma.
Okay.
I know from making out with other guys.
Are we in
Okay,
America?
Sarah?
Do you think we're in America?
Maybe, because the
Make
term
out.
making out does not come naturally
like
to me
we
at
would say,
all.
we made out.
No.
So American
we were
coda.
making out last night. I can't
Yeah.
even making out.
Yeah, like we were just
This
making
sounds
out.
wrong in our accent.
Yeah. We're
so you were
snogging.
snogging.
Yeah.
Which sounds gross.
It is gross. And then if you're Geordie, say a pash, right? Passion.
Is that right?
Think so. A pash.
That's cute.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
that.
pash. Said with the accent, obviously.
Yeah,
it's
of course.
More.
Okay, so you had sex. I know from making out with other guys and the fact that I love words of affirmation in general, that I really did want him to dirty talk a bit more in the bedroom
Got it.
and out of it.
So you want the communication to flow all the way through from not in the bedroom to the bedroom, and
bedroom.
out of the bedroom again.
Yeah. You maybe want him to be a little bit more vocal.
Absolutely.
I told him this in a flirty way,
Oh,
of course.
Of course.
And he told me he's not good at dirty talking. Okay.
Practice makes perfect, David.
This reminds me of Big Bang Theory, where Leonard and Priya are having their dinner
Remind
date.
me.
And they're trying to dirty talk. So Priya has to lead the way because Leonard's not very good at it.
There we go.
So that's what's jumping to my mind.
There we go.
He did try it for a bit, but he was genuinely kind of awkward with it
Right.
and he soon stopped.
Okay.
Is there anything I can do or say to make it feel more natural for him? I know it's not a big deal, but it would just really add to the fun. Thank you. I'll attach pics.
Yay.
Look at you guys.
So he's
I like it when you talk
dirty when you talk.
Maybe you should play that song.
Yeah.
I am no angel.
I like
Maybe you
it
could
when
play
you
that.
do that stuff to me.
Woo, woo,
So
woo.
I think he can't take himself serious. He's
Yeah.
cringing at himself,
Yes.
right? When he's like, you dirty girl. He's like,
Yeah.
he's cringing.
Yeah, as it comes out of his
Yeah.
mouth. He obviously doesn't feel, it's not something that comes naturally to him.
Yes.
It's probably not something that maybe he's done in
Done
other
before.
relationships. So he probably feels a bit shy, a bit maybe
Yeah.
self-conscious of I don't really even know what to say.
That's
what does
it.
she want me to say?
He probably doesn't know what you want to hear. And then
Yeah.
because he's not used to it. And it's like, oh, well, if she wants to hear it, I want to say the right stuff.
thing. And then maybe he's
And it's in his
overthinking
head.
that if he says it, then he knows that, well, you've told me to say this and is this the right
Right.
thing? And I think he's maybe just got in his head.
Right. Okay. Here we go. What we're going to do is practice makes perfect, right? So
Yeah.
I think you need to go heavy on
I
the
think
dirty
you need
talk.
to lead the way.
And almost like when you're in the moment, the passion is flowing, you're doing the deed. I think ask him questions.
Lead him.
Lead him. So, but with more questions, and then he's naturally going to respond and
Yeah.
be truthful and relax more into the role of the dirty
The
talk.
role play.
Yeah. And so ask him, any kinds of questions that you might have,
Yeah,
about
what are
how
you
things
thinking?
are going,
How you feeling?
How you feeling? Did you like that? What about this? How do you feel about this? And just ask him questions and he's going to have to reply.
Yeah.
And it'll be in a
He's not
second.
mute.
And then he knows that just lead him. And,
Yeah.
and then he might gain more confidence to be like, oh, well, did you like that?
Yes. And then if he does say anything or even a hint of something that you think, that was pretty good,
Really?
reaffirm that.
There we go.
Because
It's
then
like-
he'll think, oh, I'm along the right lines.
There we go. Exactly. Because positive reinforcement.
Positive, yes, positive reinforcement.
Yeah, so that he doesn't feel shy about it, but like, oh yeah, really lean
tell
into
me
what
more.
he's... Yeah, am I
Tell me.
Yeah,
Tell me
am
more. Tell me more.
Yeah, I think
I'm panicking now.
lean into it.
Yeah. You're going to have to take
Asking
the lead.
questions. And then, practice makes perfect. Then he'll be like, he'll get into
I
the
think
swing
so.
of things and the flow of things.
I am
No angel. Because also, it
I
shows
like it
he
when
cares
you do.
because he has already tried.
He's tried, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So he is making an effort, which is good.
Yeah.
So I think you lead the way, ask him the questions, foolproof.
And less of telling him.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what's making him feel like second guess, a bit self-conscious, a
Yeah.
bit shy.
You be more vocal,
You
and
be
then-
more vocal and lead the way.
He has to kind of reciprocate that.
Yeah.
Especially when it's questions, he's going to have to answer the questions. Like,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Good luck.
Right. In the girls' bathroom HQ where we are at currently,
S&C and TGB
Yeah.
in the HQ.
we do not condone cheating,
No.
do we?
No.
But our Sarah here, she's being honest. She's asking us, should I cheat on my boyfriend with a celebrity?
Well, that changes everything.
And that celebrity is
Harry Styles.
Harry Styles. Look, your secret safe's here in these 4 walls, okay? In these pink tile walls, all right, Sarah? And we say yes.
Stop.
It's not Harry Styles, okay? It's not Harry Styles. Lucy's informed us it's someone she's unaware of. So I don't think we're going to be aware of the celeb. But hi, ladies. So our Sarah
Could be
here...
a local celeb.
there we go.
A local celeb.
So our
Wow.
Sarah here is asking us whether she should cheat. Well, it's like when it's like hot
I'm happy
pass.
to play devil's advocate.
Oh, that she is. Right, okay.
Harry Styles is on the card.
Hi, ladies. I love to listen to the pod.
We can get
and-
you out of anything.
Oh, God. I love to listen to the pod and love to watch your vlogs on YouTube. Thank you, Sarah.
Oh, thank you, Sarah.
I'm kind of afraid to talk to my friends about my dilemma. So I thought that your advice would be helpful. Sorry, it is a very long one. For some context, I've been with my Brian for 7 years now.
Fucking hell.
We're both in our early 30s and we have a son together
Oh, no, you're not. Don't be silly now.
who is 3.
Right, come on.
I think,
Sarah,
yeah, Sarah, you're all right. You're fine.
You're
Look,
fine.
you've not done anything yet. We're going to get to the bottom of this.
we're going to
okay?
stop this
We're
roller
gonna figure
coaster
out
right
where
here.
it's.
I thought you were a 19-year-old who'd been with your boyfriend for a month
Yeah.
and a local celeb wants to take you on a date.
Is it like the fantasy of it? Is it just like,
I think it's probably just that feeling of something new.
and like feeling wanted?
Yeah. And that like
Yeah.
um
Excitement.
the excitement and the lust,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Okay, so we've got a son who's 3. Brian is a good father and a good boyfriend too. And we just bought a flat together.
Yeah, you ain't doing this, Sarah.
But it's true that I'm less
But I
attracted.
like that you've come to us to try and justify it regardless.
I know, Sarah. I'm sorry. I fear this might not be the answer you're after.
I
But
know. It
you know-
might be. We never know. Let's
you
read it.
know, we're here to get to the bottom of this. So
What if it's Tom Hardy?
So she's saying it's true. I am less attracted physically to him when it comes to the sex. So something's been lacking and she's found it elsewhere. This
That's
is where it gets
usually the way.
dangerous. Don't want to sound superficial, but I'm just not attracted to him anymore. And he's not been putting in effort. Oh my gosh. I always let myself daydream about kissing or having sex with other guys who flirted with me. Besides that, everything is good between Brian and I. Okay, so the attraction has depleted and it's gone. Some months ago, I met this guy. Let's call him Steve. And he is a celebrity in the country where I live.
Where does she live?
But she did spell
Is he a
Brian.
K-pop star?
She did spell Brian with a Y.
That's giving America.
It's skewing America.
skew.
Skewing's our word of the week.
Skewing also like is that
Skewing.
word that sounds like the action. Skewing.
Yeah, skewing. It's quite a workplace jargon coded. Skewing left. Right, so you've met Steve, a local celeb. I believe we have pictures attached below.
Right, let's see if we could
We
image search him on Google.
Oh my God, we're going to do that. Just for minus if his eyes only.
I want to gauge how much of a celebrity this guy is.
So we've worked together twice. He was very friendly. And the second time he gave me a look that I felt was a little flirty. Sometimes it's all in the eyes.
The eyes are the windows to the soul.
But don't get it confused with that man in the kitchen.
The what?
Cast your mind back. In the way you looked at me in the kitchen.
Oh, just because I'm attractive and friendly doesn't mean I'm flirting.
Exactly. Say it louder.
Just means I'm a nice person.
So you could be taking, you know, an attractive...
You could be seeing what you want to see.
Yeah, and since you've already been daydreaming about it, but I imagine it's kind of presented itself that you couldn't have sex with this man though. We need to read on. We need to read on. Sorry. So he gave me a look and I felt that it was flirty. He then reached out to me on DMs and he flirted a bit with me in the DMs. Oh. We saw each other for the third time the other day. This time it was not for work. I was with a friend and he was with some friends too. He was super sweet with my friends and I. And again, he was super flirty with me. Okay. He told me something that was a disguised way to know if I have a boyfriend.
Okay, yeah.
As I didn't deny it, he probably understood that I wasn't single. Okay, so he's kind of like, are you? And you're like playing around the topic a little bit. But I have to confess that if my friend wasn't there, I think I would have done things differently and flirt with him more just because it felt good and exciting. So you're saying if your friend wasn't there, you would have said you were single. He's so attractive and charming. Later that night, he sent me a DM to say that he was happy to have seen me. I replied back the next day by DM again, and that he said that I was very beautiful last night and to let him know if someday I become single, you know, to let me know. Gosh, I felt so happy and excited with this message. Of course, very flattered that someone like him found me beautiful and attractive. So maybe that's something that's been lacking from you and Brian. Brian's not been making you feel beautiful and giving you the words of affirmation. So, you know, and Steve said it.
It's not his fault though.
Brian.
Yeah. That's like when boys cheat on their girlfriends and they say, well, you haven't been telling me.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, obviously it was something that's been lacking and you've heard it from Steve and you're kind of thinking, oh.
Yeah. Well, I think you don't fancy your partner anymore or at the moment. And I think you fancy someone else and you've got all those feelings of, and he likes me. And oh my God, it goes back to that like schoolgirl crush energy of like, oh my God, I feel so like, this is so exciting. I've not felt this in so long.
And he's saying naughty things like, if you're ever single, let me know.
Yeah.
Like that.
He's tempting you.
Brian knows all about this.
Oh, good.
I always told him and he found it so funny and unpredictable. Okay, so it's not like a secret. He joked about this several times, saying that if I wanted, I could have sex with Steve because he's a celebrity.
He's joking.
He's joking, of course. And you're thinking,
he's your celebrity
all right.
pass.
Okay, Brian. All right. You said I could. Okay. So
he's going, no way. That's hilarious. What? Go on.
I know.
That's
but really, he's probably quite like... feels quite sad about it.
Well, I think maybe the reason why he's finding it funny is because he trusts you so completely that he would never even think it would be in your reality or nature to actually sleep with someone else. That's why he probably finds it quite funny because he just thinks that's never, ever, ever, ever going to even be a thought.
So he's like joking about, oh, well, go on, he's a celebrity. You can sleep with him. But then after he would have a joker for later that he could also have sex with another woman in the future. So he's kind of like, go on, you have sex with her.
It's like a bit of banter.
At first, I wasn't sure if he was serious or not.
No, I don't think he is. I think you're just hearing what you want to hear.
Yeah. But we talk about this several times and he was actually serious.
What?
No way.
He's not giving you the green light.
Surely not.
Surely.
Well, look, he said, he was being serious. He said that he would still be jealous, of course, but if it was something I felt I needed and that would make me happy, he would agree to it. You are. Well, we're skewing into an open relationship now. Maybe you're like testing the waters with that and there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, as long, I mean, if
you don't think, not to really throw a spanner in the works, but you don't think he's cheated on you, do you? And he's like, let's level the playing field.
It's a potential. Yeah, it's a potential.
Because if my boyfriend was encouraging, not encouraging, but signing off that I could genuinely go and sleep with this man that I knew, I think, who have you slept with?
Yeah.
Because you're trying to level some sort of playing field here. You're trying to make yourself feel less guilty.
But I fear our Sarah here doesn't even care.
She don't give a fuck.
Because she's just like, Brian, I don't even want to come near you. So if you're like, I don't even, I fear. But so you guys are genuinely, I mean, maybe he's aware that like the sex is lacking and he's thinking, well, if you can get it elsewhere, I don't know. And maybe other women are attracted to him and he's genuinely thinking, oh, we could open this up. Okay, he's saying, look, if that will make you happy, then I'll agree to it. Might be selfish, but I don't want Brian to have sex with another woman ever. Okay. So you're not, okay, so we're not skewing to an open relationship.
We're not going open relationship then.
Okay. The thing is, I always was the kind of girl that does everything right, super honest, and I would feel super guilty if not. So I always tried to do the choices that were socially acceptable and in line with the education that I received. I was honest and loyal in this situation, but can't help but feel sad about it. It's like I've missed an opportunity. Couldn't I be a bad girl just for once?
You naughty girl.
I just want to be a naughty. Okay, so you're thinking like, look, have some fucking fun.
Yeah,
you
let your hair down.
You're talking
You've
to yourself.
You've always been a good person in life. You did well at school. You've got a good job. You've had a baby. You've got a long-term partner. Fuck it. I'm going to throw some shit on its head.
Like he said I could anyway, but let's not tell him. Let's just do it.
You want to rebel. You're feeling like a rebellious teen.
Because you're thinking you've been a good girl for 7 years now. Look, my son's 3. This man says I'm beautiful. Fuck it.
Let's make a mistake.
Okay. I hear you. All right. So you're so it seems like yours and Brian's conversation have kind of died down. Nothing's come of it.
Yeah.
But you're still thinking, let me just grab life by the reins.
By the balls, apparently.
Yeah, literally.
Well, you're thinking, I wish I didn't say this to Brian because I could have just slept with him on the sly. But now if I sleep with him, I'm then giving Brian the okay to sleep with another woman. And I don't want that
and you
to
don't
happen.
want that. Because
that's why I think you're wishing that you'd gone behind his back.
Because you do love Brian. No doubt.
No doubt.
And this could just be... Anyway, let's read down. So couldn't I just be a bad girl just for once? When I think about it, I want it.
Oh my God. Just picture him with like a micro penis telling you that you're a wet, slippery seal. And hopefully that'll put you off.
I know.
Picture him stinking, having horrible breath and like having like clammy hands. And
I know, but he's not. He's beautiful. He's everything we want. So she said, I wish it happened when I was single so I could just actually have sex with Steve without feeling guilty. I wonder if one day I'll regret not to have done it. The fact that I'm a mom, we're in the USA. The fact that I'm a mom just makes things worse. I feel like a monster if I do something like
monster.
A monster. I feel like a monster if I do something that could break my family. Yes, you know it's wrong. You just have these sexual urges. What would you girls do in my situation? Do you think I should try to meet Steve again, flirt with him a little more, and maybe have sex?
No.
If it's the case, should I tell Brian about it or just keep it to myself?
Fucking hell, Susan.
It's all right, Susan.
Please.
Should I
relax?
Susan needs us. Should I just move on and focus on my family? Your help would be much appreciated. Thank you, girls. I've attached some pics because you love them. Right, we're going to image search Steve. Before we get into this, we're going to image search Steve.
I bet she sent. I want to see how sexy.
Yeah, we've got all the
man
pics. This is her and Steve.
Sorry, this is her and the boy, the
celebrity. He's attractive.
Zoom in on him. Do we recognize him?
No, not a clue. He's giving like Dancing with the Stars, like dance.
Yeah,
do you know what
handsome.
I mean? But he's like strapping.
He's handsome.
Pretty blue eyes. Oh, I see. That eye contact.
He looks charming.
Look at the eyes. He looks like a Prince Charming.
He looks charming.
Chiseled, beautiful head of hair.
Yeah.
Kind blue eyes.
Yes.
Skewing a little blonde.
Yes. I can see dimly lit.
Yeah.
Bottle of wine.
And then I see Sarah in this. You're glowing.
Yeah, she's happy.
Look at that smile.
Yeah, she's pleased.
She's happy to be there. But I think this was a selfie when they were working together.
Yeah, it looks quite corporate.
Right. So when Steve and I first met, selfies when you first meet.
Wow.
I see it.
Chemistry.
Then my friend
When you
in the
know,
mid-
you know.
Oh, so this was the night when she went out with a friend and Steve was like,
Oh my
are you
God.
single? My friend in the middle. So we're just selfing it up all the time here with Steve. My friend in the middle, Steve and I, the last time we saw each other. So that was the last time she's seen him that night. Here's a friend.
Oh, the friends in
I
the
can see the
middle.
drunk eyes. Everyone's a little tipsy.
everyone looks
It's a little blurry.
A little tipsy.
Yeah, the sun's gone
Okay.
down. But again, he's happy to be there. He really is.
You've both got big smiles on your faces.
Yeah. And the friend in the middle just happy to
Clueless.
be there.
With the local
Absolutely
celeb.
clueless. Okay, then here's Brian.
That's why I've
and
got
her.
so many pictures. Can I have a picture with you?
I know. Oh my God, of course. Then this is Brian and her. So this is her
Okay,
betrothed.
let me see what your husband's doing.
I mean, really handsome.
Oh, your husband's a sexy guy.
Really attractive and handsome.
Wait, your husband's giving like bear energy.
Yes.
Like zaddy bear
yeah,
energy.
hairy, beautiful.
Yeah.
Rare.
I think your husband's actually
You prefer
more
Brian.
attractive. I do, yeah.
Okay. And it looks like a
Yeah,
lovely
he looks like a
romantic night you
man.
were
Your
having.
husband looks like a man. This other guy looks like
He looks
a bit
like a
of
grizzly bear. Well,
Yeah.
but then this guy, he's just like, he's giving typical celebrity. Like, he's just looks
I think
like,
your husband is giving Jason Kelsey, and this man
yeah,
here,
exactly that.
this man here is giving Dancing with the Stars salsa.
Do you have the ability to image search?
No, I don't know how you do that.
Right, I'm going to screenshot him. Please find our man. Nervous. 0 matches.
What?
Tin Eye searched 72.9 billion images, but we couldn't find any matches for your searched
What?
image.
That's a lie. He's a celeb. He's a local celebrity.
Oh, it's looking for the image on sites. It's not recognizing his
the
face.
person. Oh, well, there's our dreams
How so?
dead.
Can we not find his face anywhere?
I think he's a dancer. Sorry. We tried our best.
Right, Sarah, do not cheat on your boyfriend.
Do not cheat.
So what we're going to do is, I think really when it comes down to, we need to get to the root cause of the issues in the relationship.
Yeah.
And I just think that's why you're skewing a little off to the left, and we need to get you back skewed in the centre.
skewing.
You know, so you're just skewing off.
here.
So,
Yeah, I do think
because you're only going to regret it. And also, it's, say you do have sex with Steve, it's probably not going to be all it was fantasized or all that you built up in your head. It's not going to live up to the expectations.
It's never going to be as good as you've imagined it to be, because how can the reality live up to the fantasy that
Exactly.
you've got and you've made up in your head?
And you don't even
So
know
you
this
probably
man.
and
Yeah.
imagine the feeling afterwards. You're going to feel like, "Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
You're gonna regret
I can't take that back. Like,
You're going to regret
you
it.
are going to regret it, I think. And you've got to try and put yourself in that. You've got to give yourself that
And also,
that
like,
post-nut clarity
exactly.
before you've
We-
had
we
it,
don't know
and
this-
realise actually this isn't going to be.
and also this Steve, all right, he's a celebrity. This stove, okay? Like, we don't know his intentions. We don't know him. He's a celebrity.
He's
I'm
a
sure-
charmer as well. He's charmed you.
And I'm sure he's probably getting a kick out of the fact that you're a betrothed woman and like he's flirting with you. And
Because
he
it's
probably-
no harm done for him.
Exactly.
It's no skin off his back.
And
He's just a single
he's
guy.
probably a womanizer who loves to have sex with women and does it regularly. And like, unfortunately, for our Steve here, he probably doesn't think you're very special. Do you know what I mean? Just because
Yeah.
he's a celebrity and he sleeps with loads of people. So I think I would just like stop the fantasies and just kind of be like, whoa.
I think you're getting a bit carried away.
Yeah, and just kind of be like, okay, no, I'm not going to cheat on my boyfriend of 7 years. We've got a son. I want to put this energy into working on this relationship. Is there something we can do? Like, I feel like couples therapy for you guys would be good,
Yeah.
just so you can get it all out and he can express, because obviously you've joked about sleeping with other people. I feel like there's a lot unsaid, and obviously you're feeling a type of way about the relationship because and maybe just like sitting down with a therapist, the two of you, if you want to save the relationship, that
Yeah.
is, if you love him and you're like, no, I have, like, this is
We're
my
gonna make this
person,
work.
I have to make this work, then I think that would be good for you, because obviously you're going through a little bit of a crisis, crossroads, and just a bit of a
Yeah.
and
Just don't do anything too hasty. Like,
yeah, like you're running off of like lust and like
yeah,
fantasy,
a dopamine hit.
yeah. And I just think this Steve is going to let you down anyway. I think
You're gonna be miserable.
you're gonna
thinking, what the hell have I done all that
exactly.
for?
Then like you said, you're a person who's really honest, really loyal. You don't like to be wrong and be a bad girl.
Yeah.
And I think if you do it, the guilt's going to start eating you up inside. And it's really hard to live with guilt like that when
So
you've,
hard.
you know, especially the father of your child. Like I can only imagine the guilt that you'll be carrying if you do this.
Yeah.
So do not engage with Steve anymore. He's, you know,
Sack
he's
it
using his
off.
fucking blue eyes and his fucking lovely head of hair
It's quiff.
to lure you into his allure. And it's working.
You need to get out of there.
Please let us know his real name and what he does.
Please. I would love that.
I'm so sad that the image reverse fucking search. I thought that shit worked. I thought that was how you did it.
I know, so did I.
Why didn't his face match up anywhere? Should I Google? What can I go? She didn't even hint at his she didn't even hint at his profession, did she? Do not
And I
cheat
think
on
it's just
Brian.
also like, I think what will help a lot is trying to get a bit of spark back in your relationship.
Yeah, get to the root of the cause.
Which I think is going to be easier said than done, but I feel like you're probably not that intimate with your partner anymore. Like, do you guys cuddle on the sofa and have a little kiss? And like, when was the last time you guys just had a snog? Like, I feel like made out. I feel like you need to just, you know.
Yeah, and I think obviously you guys
get a bit more touchy-feely again with your husband.
That's why I think a
or your
therapist
fiancé
will be
partner.
good for you guys because like it's almost like a mediator to just like help
guide
you out.
the conversation as well,
and make sure
also
it's
like
a healthy
give you
conversation.
comfort because it's very normal. Like normalize that. Lust does fade, and then we have to work on things.
And
like,
I just think you guys have been together for 7 years. You had a child 3 years ago. You have to give yourself grace that our relationship is going to ebb and flow.
Yeah, we're in a transition period.
Yeah, like things are kind of ebbing right now, but it's going to flow back to where it was. I don't know.
at some point.
But I think just give yourself some grace and just know that it's probably not normal to want to sleep with someone, but just like,
But to not feel that massive spark, you know, at all times.
Yes.
When you've been with someone for 7
exactly.
years.
Like you guys have been through a lot. Like you've got a toddler right now.
Yeah.
Life's probably really busy. And this Steve has, you know, shown you some excitement and
well, it's
stuff.
probably that glimpse of like, oh my God, when I was just young and had no responsibilities and a wild night. But it's like,
and you're fantasizing
you know, that's
about
not
that.
your reality anymore. You're a mum,
And
you're
I
in a
think-
long-term relationship.
I think you'll only regret it.
So do I. I think it will do
As
way
long
more
as-
harm than good.
If you can still look at Brian and go, you are my person, like
Yeah.
I want to be with you forever, then you're going to be able to work on you too. But if look, you might look at Brian now and go, do you know what? You're not my guy. Like this, I can't do this anymore. Fair. Then break up. Then you need to see if you guys will be better off not being together. But don't cheat on Brian with Steve. Because I don't know what Steve's intentions are. Like,
No,
I don't know.
Don't
like,
trust him.
Don't trust him, no. He's being sneaky with his like, oh, when you're single. Like he knows what he's doing. I don't like that. Like, go find a single girl, bro, Steve.
Yeah, plenty of them, but there's no challenge in that.
Exactly. And
Because you're
that's what I
single.
don't exactly. I don't appreciate that he's probably gonna get a kick out of the fact that maybe you are gonna cheat on Brian. And he's probably gonna like that.
Yeah.
Because he's probably used to
It's good for his ego.
having women fall at his feet constantly because he's Steve and he's a celebrity and he's gorgeous.
Steve the celebrity.
Oh, Steve, you're a celebrity. And he probably is enjoying that there's this girl he finds attractive who's got a boyfriend. And it's kind of forbidden fruit.
dangerous.
It's dangerous for him too. And he's trying to go after it. And I just don't like his intentions.
Next dilemma. That's a bit of a theme this week.
Yeah, we're skewing.
We've got, we're skewing. Vibrator drama.
Interesting.
Now, we had some vibrator drama on the Planet Tour.
Cast my mind's back, yeah.
If that's
We
familiar
had-
to anyone, if you know, you know.
We had a lady, God, let me remember. We had a
Whose-
lady whose
Boyfriend's sister stole her vibrator.
and was using it. And that's what her brother had used on herself.
If that wasn't clear.
Yeah.
So, morning, my loves.
Morning.
Good morning, my love. Love the podcast so much and
Thank you,
look forward
Sarah.
to my Mondays and Wednesdays.
Thank you, Sarah.
So I have a dilemma from around a year ago, but it is still an issue. Me and my Brian have been together for almost 4 years. We are both 26. We have a beautiful house and a cat and are very, very
Meow.
happy.
Wait, so this issue started a year ago, was that?
Yes.
Okay.
Although we have sex less than we did in the beginning,
Yeah.
referring back to our previous dilemma,
Yeah.
we still have a great sex life.
Lovely.
Around a year ago, I bought a small bullet vibrator as I thought it would be a fun addition to our bedroom activities. We don't have any other toys and have never really spoken about it.
The bullet. The toys.
Yes. Oh, so maybe you just
bought it. You haven't.
It wasn't discussed.
Got it. And it's not something you talk about either.
Without it being TMI, I don't really finish when we have sex. I never have. So I thought it'd be a fun thing to try and, good for me.
Is Brian aware of that? I guess we don't know.
When I told Brian about my purchase.
Okay. Oh, I can see where this is going.
I see where this is going.
Me too.
He had such a strange reaction. He couldn't understand why I would buy it and was offended by the purchase.
Oh God, Brian, it's a bit of fun. Relax.
He felt it was an indication that I was in some ways dissatisfied with our sex life and that he wasn't performing well enough.
Of course, because they make it all about them. It's like, this tool's going to help you out. This is a bit of fun. It's going to help you out.
Take some pressure off your shoulders.
But it's like, but it's hard, not me. Yeah, but it's like, I can do it myself. It's like, relax. Isn't it? Like, he's like, why do we need that fucking little fucking bullet?
Thing.
I can do it. But like, relax. I can see his reaction straight away. It's like, you can have fun with
his defenses went up.
Yeah, because he's embarrassed. But he shouldn't be embarrassed.
He shouldn't be embarrassed.
Like, it's nothing about you.
Yeah.
You freak.
But he's taken it personally.
Yeah. Oh, like, I can see it right now. But I'm a man and relax. Okay, keep going.
In response to this, I replied that I would just use it on my own time then.
Bet he hated that. Bet he hated that.
He hated that.
Did he?
Knowing that this would confuse him, which it did, he responded, "That's even worse."
Well, that's even worse.
I did relate to him that I thought this was an immature reaction. And lots of my friends use sex toys with their partners. It is not a big deal.
That's exactly it. Immature. It's like, grow up.
It's an issue with his manhood.
Yeah.
Since this, we have not spoken about it, apart from the occasional joke or sarcastic comments from him.
I bet.
It does still annoy me, as previous to this, he did ask why I don't finish and what we could do to make this happen.
Well, there we go. Find a fucking solution, you twat.
And since then, I still haven't finished with him.
Yeah, you idiot.
Sorry, you've been with this man. You cannot live like this.
But
you
also,
cannot live like this.
But also, just be open-minded, Brian. Like,
you cannot live like this.
Obviously,
you're telling me every time you have sex, nothing's happening for you.
Exactly. And also, like, I think you're being really good, and you've had open communication with this guy saying, look, I don't finish, when it's like, oh, but why don't we try this? And then he's like, oh no, but I should be like, be open-minded. And then you're getting upset that I'm not finishing, but you're not being open-minded about the other things we could use.
Yeah.
Like, make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
Like, some women just
have...
need an extra helping hand with something electrical.
It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
Should he not listen to? But also, you can get
Who's telling him that? Is it all his mates? Insecure little mates. It's all his insecure little mates. Oh, Susan's bought a butt. Oh,
because you're shit in bed.
Oh, yeah, because you're not making her. And like, he's getting all insecure.
Yeah.
He's probably got really insecure, childish mates who were just children.
Since then, I still haven't finished with him. Should he not listen to what I'm saying and try to use something I've suggested, or at least have a conversation about it?
Yeah.
I feel as though I've damaged his ego. I've just been putting this element of our sex life aside because apart from this, we do have a very loving and fun relationship. I have included some pics. I know you love
lovely.
them.
Thank you.
I'm struggling to see because it's so zoomed in.
Oh, there you go. Oh. We're in the forest.
We've got a picture in the forest, but the way the picture's sent, it's too big for my screen and I can't see your faces.
Can you find the people?
Oh, there we go. There's him.
Oh, interesting.
Where are you?
Let's see him again. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, Sarah, gorgeous.
Oh, you look really cute together, actually.
Let's look in his eyes.
You're a really nice looking couple.
Okay.
Shinsu's not so sure.
Right. He needs to relax. Goodness me, he's making this all.
Maybe he needs a vibrator.
It sounds like it. Sounds like it. I think it's really a shame because you've openly communicated with him the issues or whatever, and like it should be his mission to let's fix this.
Yeah,
let's rise to the occasion. What can
literally?
Do you know what I mean? What can we enter into the bedroom to help us out here? Let's mix it up. And the fact that he's so just not open with it.
He's taken it incredible. I think for some reason
he's embarrassed himself. I think
he's taken it personally.
He's really embarrassed himself.
And he, unfortunately, is showing his lack of emotional and sexual maturity.
There we go. Say it louder.
And he just thinks that, that's his knee-jerk reaction is, that means I'm not good enough. You're not happy with our sex life. That makes me feel really shit. Me.
Yeah.
He's not thinking,
Exactly.
hang on, the female body is slightly more complex.
There we go.
And, I want my girlfriend to have positive sexual experiences with myself.
And be sexually satisfied.
I want to please her. I want to
be mature.
It just shows a real lack of understanding from him, unfortunately.
Yeah,
so I think you need to educate him.
Like, shouldn't that little bullet make him all excited and like, ooh, like he's so immature, and I think he's got a bunch of, all his friends are probably the same.
Yeah.
And all
maybe.
like, like taking the piss out of, I don't know, being like, you should be able to do that yourself, bro.
He's not realizing
and
how the female body works.
Yeah, and also he's really embarrassing himself. So I think maybe have another conversation.
It's very childish.
Really childish. So I think you're going to have another conversation, because this needs to be spoken about, because it sounds like it's being pushed.
I think he needs a bit of education on the female body,
I think he does
to be honest.
too. Like, is there a YouTube video we can find
We
that we
can
can pull up?
watch. Yeah.
Because like he needs to grow up, I fear.
Yeah.
Like, I think you need to have another right. So this is all being pushed under the carpet, because like he's kind of making jokes about it, but they're like subtle digs, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I think literally be like, I think it's your response to the bullet was really quite immature. Obviously, our issues, our slight issue in the bedroom. I thought this would be a fun introduction for us to maybe start other things.
To make those issues go away.
To make those issues go away. It's just a bit of fun. It's just a bit of fun. Like, I love you, you love me, we love having sex. Like, this is just a bit of fun. And the fact that you reacted in such an emotionally immature way, not being open-minded at all to something new, is really off-putting. And I'm like, this is really strange, because all my other friends, like their boyfriends are super open and love exploring with and experimenting with bits and bobs. And the fact that you're not, it's like, come on, grow up, mate.
That's going to piss him off.
Yeah, that's going to piss him off. But that's just me being angry.
Yeah.
But
it's so true. It's
like,
very valid.
Maybe
that's going to wind him up.
TikTok it. I know what we can TikTok. Type in sex therapist, how to help your boyfriend be open-minded about sex toys. There'll be some sort of sex therapist. It's like, okay, let's, she'll explain.
The first things first.
Yeah, she's going to explain how we can introduce these sex toys for your boyfriend.
Because at the end of the day,
so immature, like,
you should be enjoying the sex that you have with your boyfriend,
but also him reacting,
and he should be wanting you to enjoy it
exactly.
too. You cannot, never, ever be finishing. You're in the relationship with this man.
I know.
You must be going. You must be turning blue.
But that's why I don't like his reaction, because it's like, it's so selfish.
It is selfish.
You're not thinking about me at all. It's all
and
about
my
you,
pleasure. It's all about if you have a good time.
Yeah, like that's not how it should be. It's a two-way street.
Yeah,
and that's what I don't like about this man.
Yeah,
but everyone can learn. Everyone can grow. So he needs.
I think
to
he
learn.
just needs educating. For him to realize that, it's not a me problem.
Yeah,
like, it's not because me as the man has not been doing enough or has been doing something wrong or my blah, 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 blah. He needs to change the narrative in his head that his girlfriend wanting to use a vibrator in the bedroom does not mean that his penis is
like,
shit.
it should turn him on. Like, it should make him really excited.
He's made the wrong connection there.
Yeah.
He needs to change his bit of TikTok therapy, I think.
Yeah. And then if not, genuinely maybe look into seeing a sex therapist. Someone, I mean, I don't know. He's not going to be open to that, is he? He's not going to be open to that. He's not
about the female body.
Yeah. There's got to be some sort of YouTube sex therapist that's going to help you guys out. But he needs to like relax.
I mean, and I get, on the other hand, what you could do, again, your boyfriend, you know how he would maybe respond when you guys are having sex and you're in the moment, just reach for it. He's going to be like, oh my God, let's do this. He's not going to like clam up and go, no. He's going to see, oh my fucking God, wow, she's loving this.
We can hope so.
That might work, because maybe he's got this fear of like feeling like he's no longer needed in the bedroom if you've got a vibrator, or like it's replacing him or something. Like, maybe if you just got it out during, very in the moment, very easy breezy, and you were still having a great time and he was still having a great time,
I think
it might be a Da-ting,
Yeah.
a light bulb.
I fear this man is so insecure, he's going to like get all weird and angry about it.
Possibly.
Because obviously that's his natural instinct to it. Oh, what? We don't need that right now. What you do?
Maybe.
Anyway,
yeah.
but obviously we don't know this man, but you could try that.
Good luck. Happy buzzing.
All right. I fear this is a tale as old as time.
A sad tale as old as time. But I think it is a tale as old as time.
I've had it before. So I fear that my boyfriend of 4 years is jealous of me. Yeah. These boys, they can be jealous of you.
That exists. That is a thing that exists.
There's a lot of boyfriends out there who are simply jealous of their girlfriends. Okay? And they're just awful creatures. So hi, queens. The best decision I've made in recent times is subscribing to the Patreon. Thank you, Sarah. Been an avid
Sarah.
listener of the pod since its inception. Wow. What an incredible word.
What an incredible word.
But only recently joined the Patreon and it has been providing.
Oh, yay.
Thank
Happy
you for
Monday
the
to
community
Patreon group
you've
chat.
gifted to like-minded people, and congratulations on your ever-expanding empire.
Fucking hell.
That is a very nice message.
That's so nice.
So I've been in the trenches trying to think myself out of a hole, but I think y'all, everyone's an American today. What is
I
happening?
think we've taken the world by
I
storm.
know, but I
feel we
think-
might be international.
I know, but I think y'all will have some helpful insights. So I thought I'd write in my dilemma. The summary is, my man and I are both musicians.
Oh my God.
It's making a lot of
It's
sense.
giving sing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's making a lot of sense.
Do you know what
So-
that is?
Sing, the cartoon show.
With the girl who goes with her boyfriend. The boyfriend doesn't get
pig.
the role and they broke up. No, the hedgehog.
The hedgehog, I know. Yes.
Jealous boyfriend.
So I was thinking the pig has a husband at home.
Yeah.
He wasn't jealous, was he?
No.
The hedgehog
He's
was.
lovely. Yeah.
Yeah, so is your career taking off and his isn't?
That's crazy.
Yeah, and he can't be happy for you. He has to then hate you.
You're in the same industry.
Yeah, because
You're
he has
getting
to be better than
opportunities
you.
that he isn't.
He can't even be happy for you. That's the problem with these men, right? So we're both musicians. And there have been a few very strange moments where I think either A, he's jealous or threatened by me, or B, he doesn't take me very seriously and my career pursuits are novel to him. Right.
That's because he's jealous.
Exactly.
They go this one
hand
and
in
the same.
hand. Yeah. There's some lore to explain before I launch into it, but screenshots and pics provided to keep the momentum going. Oh, Sarah.
Let's go with the momentum. Thank you,
You know
Sarah.
as well, Sarah. So we're getting into the lore. I've been
love
with
that
my
word.
man for 4 years. This past December, we moved in together and we got a cat this year. Oh, we're from New Zealand. Oh, so they must say y'all in New Zealand.
Y'all.
Okay.
Yes, y'all be.
Well, we'll see you soon in New Zealand.
In New
And are
Zealand.
both musicians. So we studied together but had different partners at the time. We both ended up overseas. Oh, I lived in LA on and off for 3 years, recording and doing music things, then to London to play the keys / sing for a UK artist who I went on a world tour with.
Bloody
International.
hell.
So your career's taking
Yeah.
off. Like you're doing bits, you're booked and you're busy, you're here, there and everywhere, you're touring, you're singing, you're doing the keys.
You're busy. You're working.
Yeah, you're making it in the music world. Meanwhile, he was studying and living in Amsterdam. So you were already working and growing and building your career while he was still studying. Nothing wrong with that, but obviously, so this is before you were together, right?
And you had different partners.
Yeah, throughout these years, we would both end up at home in New Zealand sometimes and go on little dates, talked all the time. You know, we sent me flowers on my birthday, sent me handwritten songs through the mail. Very cute. It was all very cute. Very will they, won't they COVID. Sorry, coded. Then COVID happened. Oh, so we're
going back.
Then COVID happened. So I had to abandon the tour I was on for this London-based artist. I'll link a music vid I was in. You might recognize the venue. The Royal Albert.
Oh my God.
Wow, Sarah. And he came home from Amsterdam as well. And we've been together since. Okay, so COVID happened. All touring, studying overseas halted. We went back to New Zealand and we formed our relationship then. Okay, so think COVID kind of stopped. Touring picked back up. Being able to travel picked back up. and things took a shift.
It's like Ariana Grande and her husband.
Yeah, I think
As soon
this
as real
happened-
life started again.
Yeah, I think this happened to a lot of COVID relationships.
Me too.
I do, because it
Me
was kind of
too.
like, oh, well, like, we may as well be together now. Like, you're right here, I'm right here. No one's
Yeah.
going anywhere. And then,
Well, it's because you weren't really experiencing your relationship in reality.
yes.
Like, yes, it was a temporary reality, but that's not
Yeah. Yeah.
You weren't living your, usual life.
Yes.
He wasn't living his usual life. I think it
Yeah.
happened for a lot of couples.
Yeah, it did.
Because even it was like, oh, I didn't realize you actually like to go out 4 nights a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always love going out. Well, I didn't know that because
we couldn't.
you couldn't.
Yeah. We moved in together and it's been great. We work really well together in our day-to-day lives, and I love him very much as a person and in our little private life. However, when it comes to my music career and successes, he is super standoffish and weird. Whenever people ask me about my music or travels or experiences, he goes quiet or leaves the conversation like he doesn't want to hear about it, which is insane because he is such an accomplished musician and has done so many amazing things himself, which I always bring up because I am proud of him and want to champion his success. When I was younger, I used to post a lot of music on Instagram, and I did gain a following posting videos of me singing and have a really beautiful following that are really supportive and sweet. I've had a lot of musical opportunities from it. They have taken me all over the world, and I am so grateful as a little lady from the bottom of the world. I stopped posting as I have music to release, but signed a silly contract that I'm waiting out, so don't really post much. But posted a video covering a song by one of my favorite groups of all time. They reshared the video, and I got a bunch of cool business opportunities out of it, as well as the immense joy of the thought that some of my idols potentially saw my music. I know that big musicians have social media, PR teams, that they probably didn't actually see it, but being recognized by them was cool for me. Okay, so you're thinking, oh my God,
We know
this
the
is gonna-
feeling. Cody Simpson reposted our reel.
And we know the feeling very well.
We know
Sarah.
the feeling very well.
So I sent him a screenshot of their official page sharing my video and a follow-up text with the pic saying, don't you dare say it was probably their PR. I don't want to hear it. Yes, you're like, look, be happy for me. Oh my God, my favorite band have just reposted me. Like, oh my gosh. Because I just knew he would say something cynical, to try and dull your sparkle.
Yeah.
Classic.
So you knew if you sent that, you would get, you do realize it was probably their PR team. Probably
You
wasn't
do
it?
realize they haven't seen it themselves.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay. I knew he would say something cynical, and he replied, I wonder who is running those socials these days. So you already knew what he was going to say.
Knew it.
And it was kind of sad that he actually did say what you thought he was going to say. When really you want your boyfriend to say, oh my God, babe. Oh my
What?
God,
You're
so
joking?
cool.
Let me go and have a look.
Let-
Oh my God,
let me
I'm
buy
going
us
to
a
repost it. I'm going to put it on my story.
Let me buy us a bottle of wine. Like, let's celebrate. That is so good. So proud of you. Right. I was so mad. He then said, I'm sorry that what I said about the post brought you back down to earth. I was just sharing what came to mind. Back down to earth? Are you fucking joking me, you little twat?
Oh, that's
Sophia.
nasty.
That's really nasty. Because that's really nasty. I hate nasty men like that who just can't even support their women. Like, please.
It's sometimes
Like-
also it's like the little
So
comments.
passive aggressive. Like, I'm sorry what I said about the post brought you back down to earth. I was just sharing what came to mind. So he's already trying to defend his actions.
Aggressions.
Oh, sorry, that's just what came to mind. Sorry if that brought you back down to earth. Like, because that's what manipulators and narcissists do. Like, it's always like, oh, well, sorry, that, like, they always try and justify it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of worse, because what I feared might be his reaction was actually correct. Yeah. So you're thinking, oh, maybe this time he'll support me and be happy for me.
Maybe he's turned a new leaf.
Yeah. Also, a big thing about us New Zealanders is that we are self-deprecating to a fault. Him saying, brought you back down to earth is so shaming and wing clipping. So that happened about a year or so ago, and we did talk about it at length. I explained that I want a partner that is a hype person that can share my happiness, and he apologized, but because I've been dormant and not posting, it hasn't really happened again until this week. Oh, okay.
Okay.
So he kind of apologized.
So you have addressed the thing and you have said, look, I want a hype man. I want a cheerleader. I want someone who's proud of me, who's excited as I am, like even more excited about my success than I am. Like, and so you have told him that.
And he said, I apologize. I'll change it next time. But obviously she's not been posting this
So
year.
he's not had the chance to prove to you his new changed action.
She says, until this week. So I have a TikTok that I treat as a burner phone account. Just me doing my little crafts and things that my music followers probably don't care about. Sewing, crafts, beading. I need to get into my Chintzy clay era next. I fear you would really enjoy the clay if you're a beader and a crafter.
Make a little guitar.
If you're sewing and beading and crafting.
Yeah. You could be claying.
You could be claying. So I posted a video that randomly went semi-viral, as things seem to do on TikTok. And I was so amused because it was so silly and fun. He was so weird about it and brought it all back. It had 60k views and a bunch of cute, lovely comments on it. I was trying to show him and look through the comments, and he was so patronizing and literally said, "Oh, shut up."
What?
Ooh. I said to him that it was just fun and to look at all these cute comments, but he was so dark and moody, I just gave up. I let it cool off, and then I brought up that there had been a lot of instances where I wanted to share some joy with him for cool things that have happened to me, and he has been dismissive and cynical and really bummed me out. I don't want to sound ungrateful, but internet success is weird and removed, and sometimes having someone else in real life acknowledge it makes it feel more real.
Yes,
I understand
that.
Another thing is that I'm very much a creative night owl. So if I'm out recording or doing music till late, he makes me feel bad about not being at home. If I'm writing or doing music in our second room, he calls out and doesn't want me to be antisocial. So I just end up hanging out and not doing music. Oh, so he's literally stopping you from creating. I've expressed that when I have a musical idea, I just want to go into my little music cave and just get it out. In our conversations, he's very affirming, but in real time, when I go to do it, he gets all combative and weird.
Yeah, so almost when you're raising the issue with him,
it's performative.
He's like, I understand, I hear you, I am proud of you. Of course I'm proud of you. Like, yeah, I get it. You're amazing, blah, blah, blah. And you're thinking, oh my God, okay, I think we've made some progress.
He's saying good things.
And then it's like, okay, take two. I want to go into blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, here we are again, like the same thing over and over again. Like he knows what to say to make you happy when you confront him about it.
Exactly.
But he doesn't know what to say to make you happy when you actually just need that positive reinforcement in the moment.
And like, all he has to do is support you. It's like, okay, so I've just had a music idea. I'm just going to nip off and write this song.
Cool.
Oh no, you're being antisocial. Come back in here. And it's like stopping you from even creating. Like, when really it should be like, yeah, do your thing. You know, play at me once you've done it, or read me the lyrics once you've, I don't know, sing me the tune, you know, other music jargon. So in our conversations, he's very affirming, but in real time, when I go to do it, he gets all combative and weird. It's so weird that in our day-to-day lives, when we are just operating as humans, we are so compatible, and I feel so supportive and supported and in my divine feminine. But the second it's a work context, he's fully out, removed and cold. If I'm being generous, he's trying to make sure our career lives don't end up our private life. If I'm feeling wounded, he's either jealous of me or thinks my internet successes are trivial and lucky, as opposed to a result of years of passion and hard work. I love him a lot and our home life is beautiful, but I fear I will look back and regret not following my intuition more with music and prioritizing myself more. Love y'all so much and would love to hear your 2 cents on the predicament. Here she is. Okay. Right, let's get up one of her music vids.
She sent us a video.
Yeah, she sent her to her profile.
Oh no,
God. So this is the group that reshared your video. And that's your profile. I'm going to search you up now. And we're going to listen to the video. Okay, this is the two of them. Oh. Lovely scenes of New Zealand.
Yeah, New Zealand. It looks beautiful.
He plays a saxophone.
Oh,
it appears.
Oh, okay.
Saxophonist. So, yeah, I don't like that, the fact that you're not even really creating and making your music anymore as much as you would do, because he's kind of holding you back and not even allowing you to.
Not encouraging you. And
then dulling your shine and being like, oh, well, yeah, TikTok makes everyone viral these days.
Yeah. It is really interesting that it is only about work, and in other areas of your life he is supportive and he is great and you are in your divine feminine and all of this. It is so, because usually like a jealous boyfriend it seeps into everything.
Every aspect.
Even if you put a nice outfit on and look good, they don't want you to go out the house. Even if you like, oh, I got up early and did my workout, you're still in bed. Haha. It's like, even that, they're going to be fucking raging at you that you've got out of bed. Like everything, like it's usually seeps into every aspect of life. So it's interesting that it is just about the work. And if anything, it makes it even harder because it's like, if this was about everything, I could just rule you off as you're a bit toxic. You are fucking jealous of me.
Controlling.
You're a shit boyfriend. You don't want the best for me. I'm getting out of here. But I can see why you're really struggling because you're thinking like, it's literally only this one portion of life where these traits come to the surface and everywhere else, you don't give me that, you know, there's none of that to be seen. So it's like,
but it makes a lot of sense.
He's obviously just very insecure about his work.
It makes a lot of sense because you're in the same line of work, right? And like
he's competing against you. He's
literally competing.
You don't even know it.
He's literally competing against you because he sees that you're super talented. He sees that you've got the capabilities to be like really famous and really popular and have all these fans and like do really well. And he in himself, he probably recognizes that he's not as talented as you or doesn't have that like star quality as you do. So he's thinking, well, my girlfriend, there's no way I can allow my girlfriend to be more successful, more talented and, you know, richer, earn more money than me. So the one thing I'm going to do is push her down and make sure that she doesn't succeed. So I'm going to stop her from even creating. Anytime anything good happens, I'm going to make sure she knows, don't celebrate yet. Like that's nothing to be impressed by. And his whole aim is to dull your shine. And that's exactly what he's doing because he knows that you're better than him in your line of work. And he just can't be happy for you. And he can't bear the thought of you, you know, flying to LA and like
success,
writing these songs and getting some success while he's
got a fear of being left behind,
playing his saxophone in New Zealand, right? And I just don't know if like a man can change that way of thinking. I don't know if they can change. Like I've never seen it. Have you?
No.
Where a man is all of a sudden gone, oh God, my bad, sorry, I'm going to all of a sudden
it's a trait.
Be super support. It's like embedded in him. Like,
well, it's something that I think only insecure. Therapy could even try to fix.
It all goes back to his insecurities and him feeling not good enough. Exactly.
He has an insecurity. He's maybe worried that you're going to go and gain success and leave him behind. And then, it is his own insecurity. And I think the only way you would fix that is therapy. I don't think you just fix that overnight. I don't think you wake up one day because your girlfriend's had a talk with you and now you're thinking, oh yeah, I'm not jealous anymore, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, if you're jealous, but you need to fix that.
I don't like the one thing I hate is when a woman is in a relationship and then she stops doing things for herself, things that she enjoys, her passions.
To make him happy.
And to please him and make sure that he's okay. And this is kind of what we're seeing happen is that you're not creating, you're not doing your stuff as much as you would do if you weren't with this man. And I don't like that because it's like we should never not do something because a man says so or because a man makes us feel like whatever. So, what do we do? Do we just break up with him? Is he not the one? Because there's going to be a man out there who's like, oh my God, you're incredible. My girlfriend's a superstar.
Everyone look at my girlfriend.
Everyone, oh my gosh. Oh my God, but you're incredible. That was amazing. I'm so proud of you. Let's celebrate. Like there is men out there that are going to do that for you. So I don't want you to like live in misery with this man who like can't even be happy for you when like your video gets shared.
Yeah.
Or like when you get some views on TikTok.
The energy that you need.
Like, so what's he going to do when like your career is taken off and you're flying everywhere again and you're going on tour?
Sabotage.
Like it's gonna get even worse. So like you've spotted it early on.
You have.
And I just fear that this can't, unless he's like recognizes it and it's like, oh my God.
I think that's also the problem.
I want to fix this and go to therapy.
He is kind of in denial. Like, you know, when you sat and had that honest conversation, it was almost a shame that he didn't say, yeah, I recognize that, you know, yeah, I am jealous and I hate that I'm jealous and I don't want to be jealous. And like, this is a me problem. Like, I need to work on this. Like,
let's go to therapy, babe.
No, let me go.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know,
I'll go.
It's a shame that he doesn't seem to recognize that.
Yeah. Like, he's not taking accountability. He's not trying to fix it. And unless he's like recognizing of the behavior, he's not going to change.
I'd be interested like what your friends think about it and
what do they think about him in general. But maybe try and have another conversation with him and say, look, I think this is something you really need to work on. Can you recognize this characteristic in yourself? Because this is something that I don't want to be with someone who can't support me anymore. Like I'm at my final tether. You know, we did have a conversation about this a year ago, and you've proven to me recently that you're in that same place. So unless I see you taking action and change, I'm going to have to move to LA.
Because then it comes back to the tale as old as time. We shouldn't keep running into the same wall over and over again. Like, yeah, we're going to have problems in relationships. Yes, no one's perfect. Yes, no one's got, you know, every single perfect trait and it's just the best version of themselves at all times. But if we do have a problem, we should be fixing it. It shouldn't be this reoccurring thing over and over and over again.
Because this is going to be your whole relationship.
Because it's never going to go away.
Exactly.
So if you're fine with that, then you're fine with that. But it's not going to just magically stop one day. Like nothing changes if nothing changes, you know? So it sounds like he needs to work on himself. And I think it's up to you whether you want to be with this man while he does that, or if you don't want to be with him, or
you need to let him know that I've tried to see a change in you and I've been hopeful that that would happen.
Optimistic.
But I've realized that this is a trait that I can't live with my partner. So unless you work on yourself and actively help yourself and then help us, our relationship, I can't be with a partner who can't cheer me on.
And just take some accountability. Not like, haha, sorry,
Exactly.
that was just the first thing that came to mind. No.
Yeah. It's like, you're just trying to make me feel shit for just making me feel shit because you hate me. Like, if you hate me, just say. Because, like, it's very clear. So you have another conversation with him. Say, like, this is actually really serious. I don't know if you realize how serious it is. He probably doesn't. But I need a boyfriend who's going to do X, Y, and Z. And if you can't fix up within the next, I don't know, get therapy, then I'm going to find myself a lovely musician boyfriend who's super happy for me.
Who's Harry Styles.
I'm just going to find Harry
pianist.
Styles. Yeah. There we go. So, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm going to find a quote.
That, but thank you for writing in. Yes, let's write a quote. Maybe we find a quote about jealous partners.
Well, yeah, because the worst case of men is the ones that are jealous of you. Like, why are we going to live with a hater? Why are you going to
live with the troll?
Exactly. Why are you going to still put yourself through that knowing that he's literally going to hate on everything you do every time you do it? Like, that's not how I want you to live, Sarah from New Zealand.
I mean, we've got here, look, listen.
Yeah, take it away.
Jealous people do this.
Yeah.
Minimize your accomplishments.
Yeah.
Question your success.
Yeah.
Pick at your achievements.
Yeah.
Remind you of who you were before you had XYZ. Refuse to support you, but will support others doing similar things.
That's why he said, oh, I'm sorry to knock you back down to earth.
Talk up others, but leave you out. Refuse to compliment you. I hate to say it, but he is ticking every box there.
He is. And I think it's all, maybe you need someone who's not in your line of work. Maybe male musicians are
Comparison is the thief of joy. He's comparing himself to you.
Exactly. He knows, I think maybe he knows that, but you said he's had accomplishments.
I know.
It's not like he's just.
I know.
But yeah, I feel like he can't change that unless we've said it.
He needs to read this. Look, a flower does not think of competing with the flower next to it. It just blooms.
Oh,
maybe you should send him that. Stick that on the fridge.
And it's like, you're literally my boyfriend.
Right.
Like, you're literally my boy. Like, we live together. We have a cat.
Yeah. Isn't it the biggest flex if like I'm so successful?
Yeah, like
and
aren't you just like so like proud of me?
Yeah. Like,
But
I
also,
make you cool. I'm
like,
your talking point.
We're both really cool. We're both musicians and we're both talented. Like, relax.
Yeah.
Maybe I am more talented than you. And what? Deal with it. Be proud of me.
I'll teach the kid piano. It's
like,
fine.
I can't play the saxophone. You can. Like, we don't have to be the same. Like,
we can have different strengths.
Yeah. Like, let's form a band. Actually, no, don't form a band.
No.
Okay. On that note.
Thank you very much for listening, everybody. We hope you enjoyed this episode. If you would like an extra one every single week, you can join us over on Patreon. We have bonus episodes every single Monday. But you can email your dilemmas to hello@thegirlsbathroom.com.
Follow us on Instagram, at The Girls Bathroom, TikTok, YouTube. Subscribe. Thank you.
We love you so much.
And we'll see you on Monday or Wednesday.
Bye.